Hey, Shalom Markins will come back apart from Jim Islam, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole full pushing his truth and all sincerity. Just back again with another quick video, right? Just got a tweet here. It's picked up, right? From Ian Smith, right? It says 5 trains derailed, 1 truck spill, and a massive 5-acre industrial fire in Florida. I'm assuming that's what FL stands for, burning massive amounts of plastic. 7 ecological disasters in less than 2 weeks. The ramifications will impact Americans' food, water, and health for decades to come. We are under attack, right? So yeah, all that business with the the chemical train bomb, right? That derailed in Ohio, right? You got other. I think there was another one, right? That went down. And like I said, there's other things going on. These fires and whatever, man, that are just putting bare toxins into the earth, into the air, right? They're gonna mess up people, right? And we don't do coincidences, man. In this truth, man, we don't believe in coincidences. We know things are at work here. The Most High is at work. The angels are at work. These Edomites are at work, right? The elites are at work, right? And yeah, we don't believe in coincidences. Right? So we know all these things are happening for a reason, okay? And we're gonna see the manifestation or the results of that. Why they were doing such things, and how it serves as a catalyst to do things. All right, we're gonna see that, man. But we know, Esau's at work out here, man, trying to do things right. So whether he's directly behind it or not, ultimately it's the Most High's movie, man, and the Most High's having these destructions or what these events take place, man, to f up people's lives, man, right, and whatever, right. So I said I'm not gonna make this a long one. It's Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. So therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, right? The inhabitants of the earth, man. So the people, the inhabitants of the sea, the fish, the ocean, all these creatures are right. And they've been reporting, obviously, that where these spills have taken place, the wildlife, the fish and all that kind of stuff has been dying. Okay, it's leaked into the waters and the rivers and all that kind of business. So yeah, so woe unto them, right? For the devil, okay, it was Esau, right? Beginning with these elites, right? For the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because if he had that he have but a short time, right? So he's out here trying to accomplish shit out here, man. And so he's doing all kinds of, messed up things, man. In order to bring around his goal, his agenda, okay, his NWO, so he can have his everlasting kingdom. All right, so he out here doing all kinds of shady shit. All right. So like I said, whether or not Esau is being used to do these things, if he's the one behind it or whatever, okay, ultimately it's the Heavenly Father who's orchestrating all these events that are taking place on the earth, right? All the earthquakes and the fires and all that kind of stuff. People getting put to death right now, okay, in great judgment. Right, the Lord is behind it all, right? This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth a son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains come past her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, right? And sorrows shall come upon it on every side. All right? And that's what's happening. That's what's developing right now, right? So I just wanted to get that point, but I want to read from the top here. Because like I said, it's the Most High that's behind it all. All right? And these things just don't seem to stop now. There's a lot happening all the time now. You know, like the guy said, man, it's been in 2 weeks, right? Just in America alone, by the way. In 2 weeks, there's been 7 ecological disasters. Five derailed trains. Like it happens, but does it happen that often? Like 5 times in 2 weeks? Is it? Do you really hear that usually? You know, I wouldn't think so. You know, but I see some of your America's rail infrastructure, man. It looks damn bad, man. I've never seen such atrocities in my life. Not on the railway. Yeah, some of the rail systems are looking really bad, the tracks and all that kind of stuff. So maybe I don't know, but you wouldn't think so. Like 5 derailments in 2 weeks, man, and especially it's cargo. It's not even passenger transport. It's cargo, man, being derailed, right? And along with the fires and that kind of stuff, the burners of plastics or whatever. It's a lot. It's a lot in a couple of weeks. All right, so we got the earthquake there in Turkey, Syria. They're still trying to dig people out of the ground, under the rubble. And, there's always things going on there. Right. Anyway, back in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 1 says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon, okay, i.e. America, in Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria." Okay, and these are all terms for Esau, beginning with America, right? Spiritual Egypt and Sodom, right? Babylon, the Babylon the Great, right? The city of confusion. Okay. Verse 2, "Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction that is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?" Ain't no one turning back the judgment of America, man. Okay, that place is gonna implode, explode into a lake of fire, man. So a fire is sent among you, right? Who may quench it? Okay, because you're gonna be like on fire for a long, long time, man. Okay, when the Most High is done with you, when the Lord release his nuclear his nuclear armory, these ICBMs, when he let them loose against America, man, America's gonna turn into a lake of fire, and it's gonna be on fire for a long time, man. And ain't nothing no one could do to stop that. It says, a fire is sent among you, who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Plagues, disasters, death, illness, and all this stuff is gonna cause illness, disease and plagues in the body, disease, May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it have begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot, or strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and he shall not fear. He shall thunder, and he shall not be afraid. The Lord shall threaten, and he shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. The earth quaketh, right? I mentioned the earthquakes, right? And the foundations thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Right, so the movement started, man. The Most High has already, taken action against this place, and that action is not going to be rescinded until everything is completed. The judgment is finished. All right. It says, "Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again." Okay, until they fulfill their work. Until all things are fulfilled. All these prophecies are going to be fulfilled, man. Right? The Lord is not going to, stop the prophecies. He ain't going to stop the judgment. Okay, now it's been, now it's started. It's going to continue through. Right? So I know there's people out here thinking or hoping that some way, somehow, that things are just gonna go back to how they, how they were previously, where they weren't worried about nothing, you know. But that's not the case, man. Okay, you're on a downward slope. Okay, into perdition, man. All right. This is says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? All right, so things are only escalating, things are only getting worse in the earth. All right, and things are not going to get better. Okay, until this earth or this kingdom, this power, Esau's rulership is destroyed. Okay, and the nations are destroyed. All right. So yeah, that's what I wanted to bring out, man. The plagues draw nigh and I'm not slack, man. Like, look what's happening, man. My man was like flabbergasted. 7 ecological disasters in 2 weeks. Before it was like, the oil spill, that was one event, uh, certain tsunamis and stuff. Every so often something would be happening big like that. But now you're getting all of this, man. It's like it's a bombardment of plagues and judgment, man. And we can only wait and see how these things are used, because we know Esau's at it trying to make opportunity of all these things, man. Trying to bring about something, because he's the devil, right? So he used these wicked devices, man, to set other things up. All right. So yeah, that's what I wanted to bring out anyway. Lord, this is edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. Next time I say shalom.